Good morning. Right, next bit of Roxy's. Is it number 4, isn't it? The treasures. Yes, treasures. I nearly forgot to do this one because I just did. So, done the monogram. The next one was precious laces or treasured laces. So, I have found these bits and I've been looking everywhere for them because I thought, I know I've got them, and I found them. These were gifted to me by the lovely Angela at Sandgale Studios. I don't think she's on YouTube anymore. But yeah, so I've got this lovely, I don't know if you can see her, let me see what you can see. Isn't she beautiful? And I've been thinking of something I can use her on, and I just can't find it. She's a bit precious. And then she gifted me these. I think this was from Angela. I know this one was, and it's a really old handmade lace. And again, it's sort of so precious that it's got to go in a project like this, really, because it needs properly highlighting, if you like. I ought to give it a quick press, really, but we'll see. So yeah, they just don't show up on this cream old tablecloth. I might only use half of that one. So what I thought I'd do, I've got this tea dye, well, I don't know, there's all sorts of dyes on here. It was a tray cloth and it's beautiful, but what I'm thinking, I don't know where to put it. I might put it up here actually, because I don't know if you can see, there's like a stain there from ironing. So I might put it in that top corner, which you can't see. There you are. Yeah, so there's a great big stain here, because if I use this to back her, that will completely hide that stain. I'll only take a little bit, and she will really show up. What do you reckon? And then, I don't know, I think I'm going to keep it quite simple, you know, and maybe just sort of lay this down next to her somehow. I can't go too much higher. Maybe not up there then, I don't know. Anyway, how are you all? I hope you're all well. It was a long work week this week, so I didn't really get an awful lot of filming done. See, that just gets lost. What that needs to do is go on top of a piece of silk ribbon or something, and then it will really show up. So maybe I'll move it all down here and think of something else up there. But I do like that behind her, so I am going to commit to that, and I conveniently didn't get the scissors. Yes, long work week. I'm trying to get my car ready for its MOT, which is next Friday. And I'm going into panic mode, thinking it's not going to pass. And it really might not this time. Right, okay. Okay, let's just have a look here. So there's another, is that a stain or is that just shadow? I think it's just shadow. See, she might be quite nice, actually, thinking about it, as a centerpiece, mightn't she? Seagulls are on one. Because then I could find a piece of, I don't know, sort of maybe a bluey purpley ribbon there. I'll tidy that up, don't worry. And then maybe a little piece of this under here and sort of make a square out of it. Yeah, I don't have enough to do a top bit. Maybe just do that. And then maybe just some stitching around her, some, yeah, just a simple running stitch or something. She's kind of in the middle-ish. Maybe up there a bit. I don't know, what do you reckon? I don't even know which side is the right side. I think that might be the right side actually. I don't know if this was hand done or anything. I think I might face her that way. Yeah, I like that. Okay, right, let's commit. It's going to hurt to cut this, but we're going to do it anyway because I've got another precious bit if I need it. Let's go about there. That hurts. I'll tell you what, actually, just looking at this, it might be quite nice actually. Edge her with that. Or, hang on, sorry, we're getting there. Hang on, hold your horses. Because it's a bit big. Yeah, I've got to remember, I can't go too big because I've got a lot to fit on here. So if I just sort of take that off there, that's massive, isn't it? Yeah, it's too much. Okay. I did like that there though, so I could chop that down a bit. Right, let's take you out of the way. You cannot be used because you are too large. I put that way, and that's got a finished top there. It's almost halfway. I'll do. Put you on there, and then maybe. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Maybe that on a piece of that there. Again, I don't know. Which is the right way. Or maybe just use a little piece of that. It's kind of taking over a bit, isn't it? And then this down here. Again, that could do with highlighting. Bear with me a sec. Let me get my silk ribbons out. I kind of feel that that needs to sit on something. I've got this pale blue ribbon. That's silk, obviously. I've also got, they're not wide enough. I still haven't got around to sorting out my box because I'm a lazy bones. Let's shift you up there. Really ought to find that same blue. I've got that blue in a wider one. No, but I have got purple actually. Again, that's not the right purple, is it? Although it would look alright. That would stitch onto there perfectly and really show that up. And I could forget about that because I think that's going to take up too much real estate. I say I haven't got a massive thing here, as you know. Doing something. Yeah, you're not wide enough. I think these were Anna Griffin. I don't know why. I bought them. I don't know why I bought them. Do you see what I mean? It kind of needs something to lift them from the background, but then does that really matter? Doesn't have to be silk, it could be fabric, couldn't it? Again, nothing pre-planned as usual. Does it need it? It brings that purple across, doesn't it? And then maybe just embroider some flowers and stuff on there, because I'm going to rapidly run out of room. Right, yep, decision made. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to slightly, maybe slightly, I don't know, no, just put it on there, I think. Maybe slightly gather it so it does sort of show up a little bit more, maybe. Right, you I need. Do I need any other colour? Just try that one. I think it's just going to disappear into that one, isn't it? Oh, I don't know, actually. And then maybe come in with some flowers. I kind of like that. It kind of, it shows it up, but it's not boom, you know. I think you're all screaming at me. Use the purple, but I'm not going to. Because I think, if anything, I'll use that for flowers. So I'll leave that there. I like that smoky grey under there. Yeah, I do. Right, so I'm going to have to get the iron on, because this is all going to be a little bit winkly. But I will pause you while I do that. I've got no space. I did decant my, you know those plastic drawers I showed you? For some reason they've gone exponentially high in price. They've gone up to £26 on Amazon. I did not pay that. I paid 13, so they're being a bit naughty. They've doubled the price because they were super popular in the Amazon day thing. So yeah, don't pay that. I did get some off eBay. They're not as nice. So what I'm going to do is wait until that price drops again, and then I'll get another set. But and the other ones I can use elsewhere in my room, because they'll be, yeah, quite small. So yeah, I sorted out my messy tray box thing. So that's all the ones that were kind of like still in skeins, and then this is the bit of a disaster zone. But yeah, they've all kind of crammed in there now. And then the other balls of the DMC perlace I've put in the little drawer thing that, again, that I got off eBay. So, and that was only £10. So again, if you want to see it, let me know, but it's nothing exciting. Right, I'm going to go away and press these and sort of, you know, hum and ha and make a final decision. But I kind of like that grey under there, because she's still the centre of attention, and then I can embroider some flowers around her. And I've also got, if I remember rightly, I got some purple, yeah, see, I've got these little hoofa doofers, and that really does bring the colour. Sorry about the sun keeps in and out today. I don't know, it can't make up its mind what it wants to do. Yeah, so I can put some of these on there and that'll really, I feel, highlight her. I've got any more made. I've got these as well. Yeah, I like those down there. This is me, super faff mode. I don't dislike that there actually. It does need something up there though, doesn't it? That's going to be too much. You're not the right colour, no. Alright, well I'll play around that in a minute. I'm just going to go and iron these and I will come back to you. Won't be long. Right, we're all neatly pressed. Yeah, I think I like it. I've taken the big blue one out. I think it was too much. Yeah, it's too big for this. It needs delicate, tiny things. So if I sort of line that up there. Sorry, I've got hiccups now. Typical, isn't it? I was super delicate with these because they are old laces, so they had a very, very light press. And then maybe I don't know, I was going to say stitch a flower or something up there. I don't know. Maybe have something running around the edge there. Yeah, that'll look nice, won't it? So do a sort of a vine, kind of like I did here really. Have a vine coming round, ending there, and then just some purple flowers on it. Right, okay, loads of stitching. We like lots of stitching. You get this brain baffling pen. There, that's where it clicks, not on the top, Susan. Right, let me just slide my little mat under there. Because these wall mats are lovely, but you can't draw much. So I'm thinking of some sort of flower here. And then just come in with a very sort of simple vine really. Again, like I've done here, I think. Yep, that's it. Decision is made. Right, let's grab some pins. I've got absolutely no room to move. Let me move you over there. I'm in the middle of a painting project as well, so I'm just waiting for that to dry and then I'm going to get on with that. But let's get this pinned down. Although, should I just... No, I'll pin it down. I was going to say, should I just get on and do the stitching? But no, not yet. Because I like that, so I'm not going to see those. I shall end up losing them in the lace, so let's get me bigger coloured ones. There is a tutorial on how to make this if you are wondering, somewhere on my channel. Can't remember what I called it, but it's on there somewhere. So for this central motif, I think very simple, almost like invisible stitching just around the edge here, just to hold that down. And then the same with the laces. Come here. Let's get you put away because I will lose you. I know I will. They're all right on coloured stuff, but sorry, next door are in full on holler out mode. Let's try and get in there delicately. Yeah, I think with this, just very simple. Catch the lace, catch the ribbon, down, and then that will hold that plenty. But I like this, so I'm going to pin it before I lose it. Right, I think I'll stitch the vine. Let's see how the time goes. Right. Okie dokie. Let's put all those away. Let's get a needle. Any will do. You'll do. Oh no. Got the hard one under there, haven't I? I've got a nice green. I like a variegated for. Of course, they are in. I think I've got that favourite one of mine in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. It's Anchor 1216. I've got it in the perlé and I've got it in the skein as well. So I like it. I like the variations it gives you. And then if it's not bright enough, I can always whip the I think I'll just do stem stitch. I think that's probably the easiest thing. Do I need all 6? No, I think we'll split it. I know there's easier ways to do this, but this usually works for me. Okay, let's get some stitching done. Well, thank you for all your support about my developing cataract problem. I know it's not, you know, it's serious, but it's not that serious. Well, it's not that serious, full stop, really. But yeah, it's just, oh, yeah, your body just tells you you're getting old, doesn't it? And that's really annoying. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to be old yet. I've got too much living to do. Yes. I'm doing lots of dog walking again. Which is good. Because my job is terribly sedentary. You know, you get in the middle of an inquiry and then you realise you haven't got out of your chair for 3 hours, which is not healthy at all. So there's that. I've got some little stitching projects I want to do, but I've got this little arty phase on me at the moment, so I desperately want to do some more gel printing, so I'm hoping to get to that today as well. But I know I needed to start this because I think the new Clue comes out on Wednesday, so I need to get a move on. Oi, oi, oi. You haven't got to do stem stitch, you can just do running stitch, and stem stitch is just back stitch where you just overlap it slightly. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite a nice stitch. Just remembered I should have gone and picked up my new glasses. I don't need them for sewing though. I just need the light. Which today I've got because the sun shines out, although it's not terribly warm. I was up the other morning, when was it? Friday? Thursday? Friday? And I was up at stupid o'clock. No, it was Wednesday morning. I was up at silly o'clock, and I thought, oh, I haven't put my bins out, so I went out in just a t-shirt and shorts. I was absolutely frozen. It was really cold. I mean, really, like, to the point I thought, crikey, my tomatoes going to be all right out there? But it soon warmed up in the day. But yeah, it was really chilly. You know, I guess comparatively, I mean, it's, you know, it's definitely no ice on the ground, but it was chilly for sure. Turn work, Susan, instead of your wrist. Yeah. Ow. This is why I don't like pins, but I've got no choice. Stay there. Yes, I came in, put my long trousers on and a sweatshirt, and then got to work. It's a bit of a shock to the system because it's been, you know, some mornings you sort of step outside and you're like, wow, it's warm already, you know. So nothing compared to what some countries get, but we're just not used to it. We've had this discussion before. Our houses are built to retain heat, not to keep cool. Well, I guess it works both ways. So. Come on, you, go back through. I've just, my daughter's just rung. Sean, do you want to come out with, it's Saturday today, by the way. Do you want to come out with a bit of dog walking? Now I'm going to video today. I need to catch up with some stuff. And my granddaughter, she's leaving Brownies, but she's still with them at the moment. And she's been on a Sleep with the Tigers experience at Dartmoor Zoo. And I mean, luckily my youngest volunteers as a helper, so she was there as well. But yeah, they slept in the zoo overnight. And I didn't think Eleanor would stay, but she has, bless her. Yeah, so, yeah. I bet that was an experience. Well, they were feeding the cheetahs and things like that, so, yeah. She's a bit of a mummy's girl, to say the least, so. And yet, you know, they argue like cat and dog, but then that's daughters and mothers and daughters, isn't it? So. I said to her, good luck when that one turns a teenager. Crikey, it's got an attitude on it already. She tries it with me and I just give her the Paddington hard stare. Apparently it's the one that used to terrify my children. I'm like, yeah. Because you knew what it meant. It was punishment time. You got grounded. You didn't get any treats. You got sent to bed early. You knew what was coming. So, yeah, so she spent the night there. So Caroline said, I've had a really bad night's sleep. And I thought, yeah, I'm not surprised, really. I mean, she's there with other helpers, you know, she's not on her own with the Brownies. But, yeah, you never sleep well, do you? And she was on a camp bed as well, which looked very uncomfortable. I said to her, why didn't you let me know? I've got a blow-up bed. It would have been a little bit more softer than it's one of those hard ridge framed camp bed things. Sure, I didn't know. You didn't ask, did you? Um, she's very intelligent, my youngest daughter, but she's ditzy, if you know what that means. She's just, honestly, oh, getting cramp in my arm. Yeah, she's a bit flaky. Is our Caroline, love her. I'm just going to lift my chair up. I think it's, oh, blimey, that's better. Yeah, it's gradually sunk itself down. I might just get these lace bits just gently held down, and we'll call it a video, and then I'll do the decorating. I might get to it tomorrow, hopefully. Ow. Yeah, I've got to be very mindful when I'm doing this not to go crazy size wise. So where's my Ort pot? Where are you? Getting some little gatherings. Exciting. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking a nice big flower here. And some little, oh, excuse me, some little leaves or something. Because I sat and stitched those ones, didn't I? Maybe I'll just do some silk ones. I'm really loving working with silk at the moment. I know Louine asked me where I got them from, and it was Crafty Ribbons in the UK. And they're not expensive, they're really not. Right, what shall I tack that down with? I'm thinking just a very simple brown cotton. I don't want it to show. Is it going to show on the grey? Oh, I can't see. Oh, it might be alright on the grey as well. Right, we'll just get these. I think I'll go around the edge of that with a creamier one. It's just ordinary sewing thread. It's off my machine, I just nabbed it. Yeah, I think that might show up on there, yeah. I wonder if it will. I just want to catch that outer ring, as it were. I'll get rid of those flipping pins then, because they keep getting me. Just want to sort of go in there. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not helpful. Obviously didn't put a big enough knot on the end. I'll feel for the end underneath. There we are. Oh, that's fine. Doesn't show at all. Cool. So I just want to get rid of these blooming pins. Because, you know, that annoys me. and that. Not that you're a pin, but because that will hold this down and the background as well. And if it needs more, I can always do more. Just remember, this is going to be behind glass. It's not going to be, you know, it's never going to be worn or anything like that. So yeah, we're not tying down the Titanic here, guys. It's just a few little stitches here and there. That's all it needs. I don't mind that they're showing very, very slightly. That's fine. Just trying to think, there's any other stories to tell you today? I don't think there is. So we, because Eleanor was at the zoo all day, we had the whole day to ourselves, me and my eldest. So we walked all the dogs, and then she said, what does she want to get? She wanted to get something, and I said, well, have you been out to the new range in Paignton? She went, no, let's go. So we did. So, and it's huge. It's one of the biggest ones, and the art supplies out there were phenomenal. There weren't much stitchery stuff. There never is, unless it's a specialist place. But yeah, so we spent about. It was just so nice, just wandering around. She's kind of into the same stuff as me, and you know, so that was nice. And then we went to. Oh, if you're in the UK, you'll know it, but it's Iceland's one of their big superstore type things that's out there as well. So we've got a few bits in there, and then I needed to stop at Home Bargains back in our hometown, so we did that, and then I said to her, come on, I'm going to treat you to dinner out. So we did. We went for a dinner out, and it wasn't expensive. It was only in the local pub, but I took Caroline out last weekend, and I thought I need to be fair. So so yeah, we actually ended up there. They do like an all-day Sunday roast, so we both ended up having that, and it was really nice. So yeah, walked back to mine. She tootled off, and it was about 7:30 by then. So you know, that was that day gone. So it was a good one. Like to make the most of days nowadays, you know. It's just, I don't know. And today I'm just going to be in my room today, I think. So I've got quite a few bits I want to get done. I'll get rid of you now. Get down there. We'll risk it. We'll take you out as well because you'll keep stabbing me. I just realised that that outer ring. Okay, they did go in. This outer one is just little loops. I was using that to hold it down, but it has held it the other side. But I'm going to do tiny little large back stitches actually through there, and they're disappearing completely, which is all good. holding all that down, so that's fine. You can always add more. I will do on that outer lace, but I just want to get these blinking pins out of here. 3 times it's got me. I've been very brave and not gone, ow! Okay. Okay, she's down. So you just see a couple of those stitches, but let's not worry about that. Let me see how long I've been going, because I might pause you. Oh, it's only 24 minutes. Stay where you are. I thought I'd be going for ages. I've bought a clock mechanism. You might be happy to know. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to make a clock because I need one. I'm just wondering whether I might get some grey thread actually. One moment, please. Actually, that might do. Yeah, more or less disappears. All of my lovely embroidery scissors are all downstairs, if you're wondering why I'm using great big Fiskars ones. Because you're all downstairs. I don't quite know how to attack this one. What should I do? Again, I think I might just do a very small running stitch down the edges there. I think that's the only way that I can think to hold that on. Okay. I don't want any gaps. If I can catch that at the same time. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. I don't think it's going to show at all. Right, the sun's disappeared. I can't see a blessed thing. Bear with me. Daylight, is that in your eyes? I mean, oh no, it's alright for you guys, good. I remember when I did another video, I put this little battery one on because I had a power cut. And I didn't realise it was shining in the blooming screen. Apologies if you watched that one, it wasn't intentional. Yes, most inconvenient when we have a power cut. Right in the middle of a film. We tend to get them here if there's been a lot of rain, and we'd had a lot of rain that week, so I don't know whether part of the electrical wires and that, I don't know whether they're all underground and they just get soggy. I don't know what happens. shouldn't really get power cuts. Not nowadays. I'd love to have a house that all just run on solar. You know, you are your own power house. That'd be great. But I'm just trying to make sure I'm catching the ribbon as well as the lace. Come on. I can't remember if she said this was a piece of old Honiton lace. It was something quite precious and old. I'm going to need to move you guys, aren't I? Well, you anyway. Yeah, she was quite the collector, our Angela. I haven't seen her for ages. I'm hoping she's all right. I'm sure she is. She got put off of YouTube. She did a cracking video and somebody really left quite a nasty comment, and she was like, oh, that's it, it's done it for me. And I went, what, just one comment? And she went, yeah, I can't deal with that sort of thing. I was like, oh, bless you. I said, just take it with a pinch of salt, girl. She, no, she, I'm not hard like you. Oh, no. I said, if I get a sarky comment, I answer back one. So I was bullied for far too many years at school, and I vowed as an adult I would never, ever, ever be bullied again. So I got a bit of a sassy mouth on me at times, I'm afraid. So I apologise if you hear it every now and again. Okay, you need to move as well. Right, sorry guys. I need to put you out of the way. I think I want you under there. I also need you to stay still, please. The trouble is you get bits of lace like this and you're like, oh, you really, really struggle to use it because it's got to be, you know, a really special project. I was going to use this one on my little stitchery project that I'm doing, which I haven't done a bit for ages. But I thought, oh no, it'd be perfect in here, which I think it's going to be. I apologise if you can hear my neighbours, they are hopefully going out soon. They're very noisy. Right, I'm going to take all you guys off, I think. I'll just do this bit with you and then we'll let you go, and then I'll do me painty bits and then come back and do some more on this, I think. Again, just making sure I'm catching the ribbon and the lace, which I am, which is all good. Because the ribbon will help it be quite strong. With it being silk, it shouldn't attack it either, as in the acid side of things. Sorry, I'm mumbling away to myself, as in the acid side of things. I'm just catching the tiny little bars there. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Right, okay. We'll have a quick look, see what's happened here. See what I did. And we'll call it a video for now. You behave, thank you. Oh yeah. Okay, so I just need to, I think I'll stitch that on top of that one. Let's just quickly do that, bear with me. I think I'll go with the grey again, it's a little bit more invisible. And then we can disperse of pins until I stitch on the little Suffolk puffs, yo-yos, whatever you call them. And I'll devise some sort of flower to go around the edge. I don't know what yet. Actually, on top or underneath? Let's have a little audition time. If I can, yeah, I quite liked this where it just kind of came up to it, so I'll see if I can finagle that it does the same. Don't really want it underneath it, and I don't want it on top of it either. It's got some solid bits in this lace and then some that are really gappy. So I'm trying to get into the solid bits. But again, remember, you don't need to stitch it down that hard. It is only a little bit lace. At least these are going on to a little project where they will be safe behind glass, because they are quite fragile, these old laces. So I have got them out a few times for other projects and I'm like, no, they're just going to fall apart. You know, if you put them on a bag or something, it's just not going to happen. So nearly there, peeps, nearly there. I'm going to leave the bottom loose. I don't need to stitch that down, that's fine. Right. Yeah, I like it. I might do some odd French knots and things like that just to hold bits like that down, but it doesn't bother me if it's a little bit crinkly. So move you out of the way. Let me see what you can see. It's not very exciting at the moment, but you know, it will be. As I say, I'll do some French knots and stuff, and then definitely put some of these on here. You can see some of the stitches, but you know what, it's fine. Not really that bothered. I think that one there, and then actually that'll be held down by that, so that's fine there, just that top corner, but I can do a flower there. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll come back with another one and then it'll be finished. Actually, I don't think it needs much more. I mean, the focus was on the laces, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm happy I found those pieces. See you on the next one. Bye.